Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. It's time for a Crypto Empire live stream, so let's get right into it. Now, looking at the market, let's just hop right into the charts right now because big day today. If you couldn't tell, we did go ahead and we broke out. All right, we cleared a higher high, past $65,000. Today's high price, $65,850. Now, we are back inside of our supply level. All right. So as of now, this is a bearish sweep of these highs. Definitely heed some caution, but at the same time, the market is kind of in full on bull mode. It just wants to charge higher, and it's very close to tapping the top of the channel. All right. So very, very good developments we're seeing right now. The bulls are holding strong. Today's daily open, I should say. We tapped the quarterly, tapped all these lows. It held, and now we took the highs. All right. So definitely not a time to be like opening up new positions. I think it's a great time to be taking profits on trades that you've taken prior. Why? Well, I mean, altcoins have put in like 20 to 50% moves over this past week. So if you took longs on Monday or Tuesday and you're up 20%, 30, 40% in a position, you should probably pay yourself and take some profits and then look for the next setup when a dip does arrive. Because we are very close to pushing to 67K. And if we do get this push to 67, 68, altcoins will push with it. But at the same time, if you're trading, right, obviously you leave your spot, you let your spot go until it's time to sell later on in the cycle. But in terms of active trades, right, it's basically not the time to start risking your profits that you've made over the past week or two, which I'm sure many of you have made great profits trading the market. I know I have. Remember, the market wants to take it back, and your biggest losses always come after your biggest wins. So just be a little bit safe right now, right here with Bitcoin where it is. Shout out to everybody in our live chat today. We got the Crypto Empire Army in here. We got Ladradoodle. What's going on, Ladradoodle? He says, Connor, look at Nairo CTO in at 1.027, targeting the Monday high. Let's take a look at that. All right, so looks like he took an entry at a pretty good spot here at 102. Right off the bottom of the channel as well. So, I mean, let's look at this price action that's developing right here. All right. So what's developing right here is this. You got a channel within a channel here. Now, the main thing I see is, price coming back down to your support line and putting in a nice bounce. All right. So this is what you want to see. You have a clear invalidation, right? You know where you put your stop in order to have this an asymmetric risk reward trade. So that's good. You have a good entry. Targeting the Monday high. Let's see. So, I mean, it's a 12-1 from here. If you have your stop underneath the channel, I wouldn't risk more, right? You don't want to be caught in a breakdown like that. So all in all, I'd say you have a good entry, right? You took it at the right spot. You were watching, and everything looks good to me. Granted, Bitcoin doesn't sneeze, right? If Bitcoin sneezes here and pulls back, altcoins could take a huge tumble. In like a 5-minute candle, they can drop like 10%. So all in all, this Nairo position does look pretty decent, Ladradoodle. I think you're in good shape. We got Fiat Hater. He says, hey, Connor, Simon, say meow. I guess you're referring to Simon's cat here, which bounced pretty aggressively overnight. Where are we here? Here's cat. Very, very aggressive bounce here out of your bull flag bottom. That's exactly what you want to see. So, yeah, Simon's cat, huge bounce after yesterday's stream. Shout out to Rem. He says, good evening, Connor. What do you think of the CFB meme coin? I'm holding that because I got it airdropped because I hold a lot of cubic. I saw it's been performing decently. You guys have a lot of questions for me. I got to get into what I want to cover as well, but we'll look at some of this stuff. Here we go. CFB on safe trade daily time frame. It looks bottomed out. If Cubic's going to be a winner, this meme coin is a beta to Cubic, so it's going to pump harder. And we got Obi-Wan. He says, today is the day. This could be the day of the beginning of insanity. It could be. It very well could be. We are very close on the cusp of a massive move here. However, I mean, feeling good about spot positions. But yeah, trading wise, it's definitely price is in an interesting area. I'd say we're in buy the dip mode right now, and it's not a time to be aggressive with your long entries. But with that being said, let's get into some news today. So one thing I saw here on my Twitter timeline was interesting. And this guy here, I've never heard of this project, PAI, but what I went ahead and did was I looked at what it was, right? Parallel AI. Now, this thing launched today, and this tweet reminded me of what happened in February and March of this year. So this guy said, all these PAI shills are pathetic. Team snipe 75% of the supply while paying a bunch of retarded influencers. Send this LARP trash project to zero. Now, if you guys remember what happened back in February and March of this year, when the AI coins were going parabolic, a lot of these on-chain AI coins, they launched an ERC20 contract, and they paid a bunch of people to talk about them on Twitter. And a lot of them ended up just being flat out scams, right? Just straight up. And a lot of them were promoted by like big people. For example, this one, OPSEC, right? I mean, this one, they got caught using images from like something else. And lo and behold, right, Alex Becker was shilling, basically went all the way back down to the bottom. A lot of coins did this, and I'm curious what's this up from the bottom. 250%. Anyways, this tweet reminded me a lot of February and March of this year. So definitely be safe out there. There's going to be a lot of trash launching all the time. That's just complete nonsense. People can launch these tokens and basically pay people to talk about them, and in hot narratives like AI and real world assets. You guys remember that Grand Base coin on Base, the real world asset coin on Base, shilled by everybody on Twitter, ended up being a rug pull. GB, let's see if we can still even look at it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, look at this. Right, this was the hottest real world asset project on Base over here in March and April. They just straight up rugged. So be safe right now. Don't get FOMO. FOMO is so high in the market. Everybody feels like they're missing out. You got your guys on Twitter or X flexing their $1 million P&L from that they made this week trading. Don't get FOMO, all right? Don't start making stupid decisions out of emotion here, because you're going to blow all the work you've put in now for the past few months during the slow period. Trust the process. Understand where you're at. Understand that money is relative, and everybody's amount is different of what they want and what's life-changing to them. So just stay in your lane and don't get, don't succumb to FOMO right now. And there's going to be a lot of trash projects launching, a lot of LARPing. So just be ready to have your shields up and ignore a lot of the trash that you're going to see, because it's going to get really, really bad for sure. That's always what happens. The interest in crypto is picking up. right? People are starting to watch crypto content again. People are starting to pay attention to the market again after, they stopped paying attention to it the past 6 months. And there's shysters out there that see opportunity with this. So they're going to be launching trash projects, LARPing as real projects, and they're just there to take your coins. All right. So just be safe out there, especially as we get into the more aggressive uptrending environment in the crypto market. It's going to be insane. Just stick to your guns and don't succumb to FOMO. Moving on, another piece of news. So Donald Trump calls for Nancy Pelosi to be prosecuted for insider trading, which I thought was pretty funny. Anyways, it's well known that they get insider tips. I mean, justice has got to be served. So, I mean, get that man in office and let him do what he needs to do. Put her away. Another piece of news here in regards to OpenAI. So, OpenAI is to remove the nonprofit board control and give Sam Altman equity. So, OpenAI is supposed to be a nonprofit, serving humanity and all this stuff. Look, it's a big tech conglomerate that's there to make you a slave, which is why I'm so bullish on Tau and why I've been so bullish on Tau for over a year now. Go look at my old Tau videos on YouTube from September last year. There were very, very few people on YouTube talking about Tau. I've been very bullish on Tau for a long time, and this is why. It's going to eat the AI world. So good news for Tau holders, this open AI news. Complete joke of a company. Now moving on to more pieces of news. So Tornado Cash's Roman Storm case moves to trial as judge denies dismissal. So this is the guy, he's the co-founder of Tornado Cash, right? He made a decentralized protocol that anybody could use. And long story short, the U.S. didn't like it. So they have a possible sentence of 45 years if found guilty. With that being said, that is the power of the U.S. government. They want full control, and they don't want anybody to have privacy over their money, which is why, we like things like Bitcoin, stuff like that, which doesn't give you any privacy. The Samurai wallet, which was another mixer, right? They threw those guys in jail. So, they want full control, and this trend's only going to continue and accelerate. It's very interesting to see this kind of stuff. Moving on, another piece of news. So there's some people out there trying to launch a layer 2 for Dogecoin, and they want to launch smart contracts on the Dogecoin network. Dogecoin is not going anywhere, guys. Good chance it does go to $1. It's breaking out aggressively. You can see on the day, broke out of this downtrend. Nice triple bottom, inverse head and shoulders. It's now right at the 200 daily EMA. So it's back to the mean, back to the middle, basically. There's a good chance that this thing is going to take off and head up and actually hit $1 this cycle. So Doge is a safe hold if you just want to not expose yourself to crazy altcoins. Doge is going to shock a lot of people. So is SHIB, so is Bonk, all these dog meme coins. Some are saying Nairo is the new Doge. Just pay attention to these this cycle. You don't have to hold them. You can actively trade them in and out, but some breaking news here on Dogecoin. Also, Dogwif had up 46% in September. We should not be surprised by this. I laid this trade out for you on a silver platter, guys. This one paid out great. High of $2.29 and is at the quarterly open. So I think this will go higher if we look on the daily. Right, we have a very key supply area at 289. I think this thing continues to rally towards here. All right, so we have our daily open and daily close in 45 minutes. This thing wants to continue. Decent chance we see another daily candle just right up here to 280. So look to buy the dip after the daily open today, I would say. And let's go mark this level out as well. at $2. $2 is your level if you get it to buy. Hamster Combat price plunges on the exchange debut. So this finally got listed and it sunk hard. Definitely something to watch. So as soon as it got listed, sold off 50%. Is under its Monday low now, and all in all, the thing, these Telegram memes kind of suck. Right, all these Telegram memes, like not dogs, hamsters, another one, a new one is catty. All these things don't perform at all. That's because Telegram isn't performing. When Telegram eventually breaks out, which it looks like it's trying to, then these coins will perform. But as of right now, these things are really sucking. Not's looking decent. Catty got destroyed today. I was watching it, seeing if it was going to bounce from this channel, and it just nuked 5% in 1 minute, which was interesting. But yeah, I mean, these Telegram meme coins right now, they're sucking pretty bad because Telegram isn't moving. Keep an eye on them. They'll probably move very aggressively. If you can catch that trend, it will be a great trade. Also, Mark Zuckerberg showing off new Orion smart glasses at the MetaConnect conference. So yeah, these glasses have cameras in them. And let's see, frame the glasses away from computers and smartphones, allowing users to interact with computer systems in a way that's more integrated with the real world. Ray-Ban smart glasses are getting upgrades, including real-time artificial intelligence, video interaction, and processing, along with live language translations among English, French, Italian, and Spanish. So yeah, this is all accelerating artificial intelligence. But one thing you'll notice about Mark Zuckerberg is the second a UFC fighter has Mark Zuckerberg in their corner, their career goes totally downhill. Look at Volkanovski. Look at Israel Adesanya. The second they brought Zuckerberg in their little crew, did some training with him and Logan Paul, got Zuckerberg in their corner, they lost their belts, and they've lost multiple fights in a row. So yeah, Zuckerberg is definitely he has a really hard PR campaign right now to make him look cool because he does jiu-jitsu and all this stuff. But let's not forget that he is extremely evil, and he's been selling our data out for years, and he's not to be trusted at all. But anyways, this news with Facebook and Meta is good for AI coins, in my opinion. Last piece of news for the day. PayPal enables business accounts to buy, sell, and trade crypto, basically opening up more gates for people to buy cryptocurrency. All very bullish news right now for the market, which is not surprising, being that, we are breaking out of a 7th-month downtrend currently. So very exciting times right now in the market. But again, heed some caution. Bitcoin sweeping the Monday high once again, sweeping that 65K level. Definitely not the time to be aggressive opening up new positions. It's the time to wait for a dip to buy. Tau, I'd be watching Tau at the daily open. It's been correcting now for 4 days, right? It pumped on Monday. It's now been in consolidation. I would be watching for a dip below 500. Your 1 hour 200 EMA at 482 looks pretty good. See what happens on the daily open today, but good chance this thing's ready to continue higher. And I mean, it's so close to the all-time high now. It can very easily make one push and be up there in like 1 to 2 days. So I would not fade Tau's strength, and I would definitely be looking for a dip below $500 in order to, 1, buy more Tau, or 2, look for long entries on Tau. But yeah, this thing's been in consolidation for 4 days straight. I think it's ready to push and make its next leg higher. Pi put in a huge breakout today. Apu is a beautiful trade there. I don't know. A lot of stuff's moving. It's glorious conditions to be a trader. It's glorious conditions to be a holder. It's just good times all around right now. So yeah, I mean, we certainly deserve it after the past 7 months. Anyways, let's get into this live chat, guys. If you're enjoying the live stream, be sure to smash that like button. If you appreciate me going live every single day, it does help support the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and we'll continue to do these daily live streams. We got Mary77. He says, thoughts on Spectral and DEAI. Looks like explosive AI projects. Yeah, so I've said Spec is good. Spectral, bullish coin. DEAI has been really performing well. No, not Delicium. DEAI here. 01. I don't hold this. However, it seems to be a popular one among the Twitter crowd, and it's put in a very strong impulse off of its bottom here, up 129%. So good signs, still below 50 mil market cap. I mean, look, I looked into it. I wasn't too impressed with the fundamentals. However, it seems like a lot of people disagree. So with that being said, it doesn't seem like a bad option. I'm just pretty covered with AI coins, so I feel no need to keep on buying other ones, keep on buying, and diluting myself. I'd rather go big on the bets that I have, because crypto is a game of sizing, right? If you can get something right and size properly, you don't need to buy 10 different AI coins. You size big into like 2 or 3, and all you really need is like one of them to perform extremely well. You don't need to go into 5, 10 different ones. So yeah, that's the way I play the game personally. But yeah, it doesn't look like a bad option. We got Rigoberto here. He says the alpha continues. What's going on, Rigo? We got Kazuya in the building as well. Miko, he says, Connor, what do you think about CRV right now? So swept these highs, pulling back now to your range low. What do I think about CRV right now? Yeah, it looks like a nice push, consolidate. Ideally, you see trend continuation from here, but Bitcoin might spoil that party. If CRV comes back down to 25 cents, I think that's the biggest no-brainer buy, and it will probably be the bottom for the cycle. And that will be determined if Bitcoin, blasts up here and holds the breakout. But if not, CRV could easily come back down to minimum the monthly open at 28. That's your first level to watch. Second level would be down here 25 cents. But all in all, what I see with CRV is I see a strong impulsive move. I see a consolidation, sweeps here, right? So that means you want to come and likely tag liquidity down here at like 28.5. Either that's going to hold or you come back down and sweep down here and then you continue. But it's a bullish chart. It's just a matter of determining if this is it or not. And it certainly feels like it. FOMO is very high. Emotions are running high. Everybody's freaking out. But usually when that happens, something unexpected could come, which would be another move to 25 cents. Not saying it's going to happen. All I know is that this is the best area of value on the chart. And if you really want to buy it, you can wait for there, or the minimum is the monthly open at 28. We got All Day Dre. He says, best content on the web. Appreciate that, Dre. And let's see, Trevor, how can you get this airdrop? It was airdropped back in like many months ago. And yeah, it was sent right to your wallet. Or if you had your Cubic in Safe Trade, you could get it right on your Safe Trade account. That one, hi Connor, thoughts on TARS and Neural AI chart? I think you mean TAI, which is TARS protocol. And it looks like it's breaking out now. Putting in a nice day. I mean, very clean range. range low, range high. Still are yet to break out of the range high. But yeah, you want to see a break out of the range high and send. Moves back down to the range low. Might not happen, but if it does, that's where you buy it. Ideally, you would have filled your bags, well before this pump if you're bullish on this AI coin. I think it could perform extremely well, Solana AI project. And then your other one is Neural. Which is a Tau subnet performing extremely well. And the chart is it's looking pretty good here. If I can get it to stick where I want. There we go. So clean impulse off the lows. Consolidate for a few months. Find your bottom on the 1st of September. And now you're pushing for the breakout. So yeah, Neural looks very bullish. If Tau continues, this will continue as well. It's a beta to Tau. So all in all, dips are for buying on this. And for Neural, respecting its Monday range right now, its weekly range very well. We'll see. If Tau opens up strong, which I think it will in 30 minutes when we get a new daily open, this could be it for Neural, right? Tested your 1 hour 200 EMA. Below its Monday mid, but if it reclaims, it could just continue hard. So yeah, it's looking very, very bullish in my opinion, especially with the higher time frame channel breakout here. I wouldn't be fading the strength. And Zan Span says, Connor, can you check the Kendu setup? Kendu ETH or Kendu base? I assume you mean ETH, but I'm bullish on both of them. I hold both of them. This thing is still it's still in the green box. So in the green box, that's a buy zone. So that's what I think about Kendu right now. Now, Kendu on base, as you can see, is back above $1 million market cap at 1.2. It looks ready to break out of this bottom. I think this one's going to send really hard. So, yeah, I think having both is a smart idea. Kendu ETH, look, I got in at a 3.87 million market cap. That thing shot up to 200 something. I took profit at like 120. I took some more higher. I took bulk of profit at 120 million. So, what a play. Congratulations to everybody that called that one. I know many in the crypto empire community did, but yeah, Kendu base, I think, is going to crush it as well. And with that being said, talking about some of these base memes, base Yoda up 38% on the day. And good chance this sends to 1 million next at 535K now. This thing crushed it as well earlier in the year, right? Got into this one very early, put in like a 300X, pulled back. I think it's going to pump again. Toshi pumped 100% yesterday. So yeah, things are looking up. Also, my Trump bottom call was a success. Fade me all you want. I don't really care. I trust my analysis. When I say it's the bottom, I don't say it to LARP. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And yeah, again, I made a full video on this, right? The Polyfi coins, 539 views. I don't know. Who else is giving it to you like this for free on YouTube? I would love to know. Calling bottoms accurately on video. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Up 60% from the bottom so far. It looks bottomed out to me. And yeah, here's your line on November 5th for the election. The goal is to sell before that at a much higher price than it is now. Let's see. We got two people here. We got Rainer and Mary talking about Destra. Holding up, could be due for a move. It's a Becker shill. Yes, I'm familiar with this one. Desync. Looks like it dumped over the past 4 hours, got bought back up quickly. $193 million market cap. It's a bit high. It's fully diluted though, which is nice. But I'd rather buy an AI coin that's at 20 mil right now. It's going to go to 200. Personally, there's a few good ones out there still at those low market caps. Right? They will move. I'd rather buy an AI coin at a 20 mil market cap than a Becker shill at 200 mil. And I already have something like Cubic, which is at 200 mil plus right now. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather, in Cubic, by the way, I mean, come on, we called this. Anyways, whatever. I'll keep doing what I do, guys. If you appreciate it, smash that like button. But it's crazy. It's crazy. These moves given to you beforehand. I'm not the best. I'm not the only one giving you these bottoms, but I mean, I do it in a way that I don't see a lot of other people doing it on YouTube, on video. It's easy for an anon to go in and say things online, but when you put your face out there, it is different. So anyways, yeah, I'd rather buy other ones in lower market cap than something like Desync at a 200 mil market cap. Looks like you guys couldn't hear that Trump thing. He basically said Nancy Pelosi's a crook. Let's see. ICP was a beast, 700 rig pool. Hope that does well for you. Shout out to Silva Dalla here today. I love Tau, but will Big Gov really allow unregulated free reign AI / compute, or could they even stop it? I mean, look, AI is gonna, I mean, it's going to get to a point where it's probably already there, where it's smarter than humans. So I don't think Big Gov, they can put all the restrictions they want, but once it's out, it's out. It's decentralized. It's open source. I mean, it's code. It's free. So yeah, they can try all they want, but they ain't stopping it. Shout out to Adrian Kent. Devin Singh says based AI holding well. Yes, sir. What was your last Tau buy at? 318. It's my last buy. We got a super chat from our guy Topi. What's going on, Topi? Let's see. He says, evening, Connor. What's your thoughts on Uniswap? I'm in profit, but I think it still wants to move. Topi, the man. Strong breakout here on Uni. Yeah, Topi, you're absolutely right. It does still want to move. It just broke a high after being in a range for basically 2 months. And it's still below your 200 daily EMA. I would look for a move towards this 865 level. I would treat this as your final target for the trade, but I would be looking to take profits. Next target, 767.5 looks decent from here. But yeah, it's putting in a huge breakout on the daily. It likely continues. Shout out to Armzilla. What's going on, Armzilla? Shout out to Bob Hawk. He says, best content here. Thanks all. Appreciate your support, Bob. A lot of questions. Let's see. What's going on, TT? She says, hello, Connor. How's your day going? NPC's going great. Any thoughts how high it will go? TT, yeah, NPC is looking really good here. climbing back towards the top of the range. How high will it go? I think a 5x bare minimum to $1 billion market cap. But I could see like 3 to 5 billion. So, with that, I can see a 10 to a 15 to a possibly 20x if things really work out well for this meme coin. Shout out Bob Hawk. Rahul Guru says thoughts on Rio. Very bullish right now on Rio. Again, I mean, I must have repeated myself a lot saying that it's like my only real world asset coin. And we broke this daily trend. It's looking very bullish. It looks ready to continue. Next high is up here at 215. The Rio market cap is still tiny, man. It's so small. 70 million fully diluted market cap for Rio. At $10, it's going to be like a 550 mil market cap, which is so tiny still. This is a horse that I will continue to bet on and be bullish on. I think it's got a long way to go higher. It was a winner already this cycle, and I think the winner will keep on winning. Brett as well is back to $1 billion market cap, which is interesting. On the stream the other day, I said it's time for Brett to go, and that was the exact breakout time. Yeah, crazy market right now, guys. Absolutely insanely crazy market. The moves we're seeing. It's a trader's paradise. It's a spot holder's paradise if you bought the lows. And we got at least a few months of this before a brutal bear market. So let's enjoy it while it's here, and let's keep on making the most of it. Shout out to Bob Hawk. I don't know if I already said that, but Bob Hawk, appreciate you, man. Incredible. He says, OG trader Scott Carney gives free teachings on his patented harmonic patterns. Other than that, not many else. Yeah, there's definitely a few out there. Yeah, there's so many questions, guys. I'm kind of overwhelmed with the amount of questions I see here in this chat. Bob Hawk says thoughts on AOS, please. So AO's AI coin, and putting in a nice move off of these lows from over here at 35 cents. Hasn't even 2x yet. This one's a bit higher in market cap. Yeah, it's 613 million market cap. Again, I wouldn't go for something like this. It probably will do really good. It already crushed it. And again, winners tend to keep on winning. Right, this looks like the base AI chart. It went up 86x in 5 months. It now went sideways for 7 months since the top in March. And this is a massive bull flag, basically, what I see. Is a weekly time frame bull flag. I draw it like so. And it still has room to run to the top of your channel, and that will be at 69.70 cents. Yeah, very strong chart. Nice double bottom here, W. And it wants to push further. The real breakout will be at 75, 70 cents. And from there, it likely goes to new all-time highs. I would say if you're bullish on AOs, then dips are for buying. As with all AI coins right now, we're in buy the dip mode, basically, across the board. Let's see. Amsterdam says, hey, Connor, always good to catch you live. How high do you think Cubic can go this cycle? Fed pivot, let's freaking go. How high can Cubic go this cycle? That's a question I get often. And in terms of an answer, so your all-time high for Cubic was at, let's get an exact line for you guys. Your all-time high for Cubic was at $12,700 per billion. I think a very, very bullish, crazy bullish prediction would be like an 8x to a 15x of that all-time high. A conservative prediction would be, say, a 2x of that all-time high. All I know is I think it's a good idea to scale on the way up, scale out on the way up. And just make sure you secure your initial along the way, so it's risk-free. That's the biggest thing with all your positions. Make sure that if you read the free ebook, you know that after a 10x, it's a very good idea to take your initial out on these fundamental coins, especially when you buy close to the bottom. If you have higher entries, well, then maybe you need to adjust that 10x to maybe a 5x or a 3x when you secure your initials. If you have a much higher entry than the bottom, you have to understand where the other players are in the market and where you stand versus them. But yeah, I mean, hope that helps with Cubic. It's tough to give like numbers and predictions because then, people stick to it and hold by it. Just sell on the way up. Just sell on the way up. That's all you got to do. Make sure you make money and don't lose money. But anyways, we are 4 or 5 days away from the start of October, or Uptober, as our guy Reginald Nunez is saying. And with that, I'm expecting October to be a very green month. All right, we're up around 7% on the month for Bitcoin, 10% actually. And usually when the month of September closes green, we just have parabolic October. So, I mean, everything's looking up, and I think it's going to be a very, very fruitful end of the year, Q4, for everyone who has positioned themselves for this rally. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up right now. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Coming at you on a Thursday, and we'll be back tomorrow on Friday too. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. If you enjoyed this stream, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Join the free Telegram group. If you want to join the mastermind, you can apply below. If you have any questions, ask them. You can join the free Telegram group and ask me. Don't fall for any impersonator accounts. I won't DM you first. All the usual stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening.